Hi everyone, welcome. It is July 20th. Our snapdragons are in full bloom. There's tons of them. I'm behind on harvesting them, so I'm going to go through and cut everything that's ready. I don't really have a ton of orders. I did put out that I'm going to do snapdragon bundles. We'll see if anyone reaches out about that. Anything that's not claimed by tomorrow, I'm going to try and get a hold of one of the nursing homes and drop off all of the bouquets as a donation to the nursing home, hopefully to bring some smiles to them. It is 80 some degrees. It was like 86 degrees, very humid. It is a very hot day. It's almost 8 o'clock at night now, and it's still super hot. It's probably too hot to be cutting flowers, but it needs to get done, and this is when I have time, so it's happening. So, join me. Okay, new day. It got really dark last night, so there was nothing you could really see on camera, / phone died, so didn't have camera. But I was able to get everything harvested in the rows, and I have 3 buckets of flowers. So I'm going to put them in together, and I'll take you along so you can see that. Just wanted to show you what the row looked like now that it's all cleaned out. Okay, so everything's all cleaned up. We had some wind and some, I think, a sprinkle or two. I don't think we had much rain last night. You can see there's already some more starting to open up, getting ready, so I will have no shortage. If I were to be asked for flowers Thursday afternoon after I drop those off, I will still have flowers. But looks a lot better to have it cleaned up and not flowers everywhere. Okay, so I want to take a quick look at the 3 buckets of snapdragons. So I kind of tried to color block stuff just to make it a little easier to do bouquets. This is the big bucket. I have the most of this color variety. I want to say it might be Orange Wonder, or it's Apple Blossom, but it's not Johnny's Apple Blossom. I think it's Gaden Brothers have a slightly different color variation of Apple Blossom. Those are some reds. This might be the Orange Wonder. And then lots of pinks and whites. I think that's a rose. Whites, and then some lemony yellows. So let's put some bouquets together. Let's put these bouquets together. So where to start? The hardest thing is getting flowers up out of the buckets because I filled them so full without crushing flowers. I'm gonna pick some, maybe one at a time. Bring them up, put them on the counter. And some of these are kind of either too wimpy or this one's too short really for a bouquet, so I'm gonna set those aside. Pop off some of these dead flowers and I'll just put that in a mini bouquet that I'll kind of keep in my house to enjoy. So I'm gonna start with doing a couple that are all one color. So I'm kind of gonna get the flowers so I'll start at the same spot. This one's got some tricky ones on the bottom we'll pull off. Stems, just because they are so open, I'm going to throw in a few extra wild ones. I should probably pause. I need my clippers. They're not in the house. Got them. Okay. Important tool. Need to have these. So then I'll trim all my stems to about the same length. And I'm not going to do it super tight because I do want them to, don't want to break any stems. So I'll put those down. Now I have a couple of leftovers. Let's see if I can pull out any more yellows. Pull a ton of these bad boys. And they have really long stems. Pull out some of these. These ones may be a little too bent to put in a bouquet. That's a solid 90-degree angle. I may save them for myself. Start a meat pile back here. Alright, see if I can find some straighter stemmed ones of these. Looking balloons. So all these blooms that are falling off, this is why you really want to pick the snapdragons when they're a lot more closed, because then you get a lot more life out of them. You don't have as many blooms falling all over the place. Just a lot more enjoyable process. But if you happen to pick them too late, it's not the end of the world. You can still bring them inside and enjoy them for a couple of days. This might not be as long as it could have been had you picked them earlier. This one's kind of funny. That one's all closed, but there's a little one single flower. One more. shortest stem. And trim those up. Rubber band. And I really just go around twice. It's still pretty loose, but that way we're not damaging any stems. Okay, those out of the way. Still have a couple here.
Squashed all the bugs that have come in my house. Pockets are emptied. outer buckets to put the made bouquets in because they're not tall enough to reach the sides of that. I'm trying to think what I want to put them in. Really need to get like 2.5 gallon pails instead of 5 gallon pails. I think those would be like appropriate height. I think I have one. Let me see if I can go find it. Okay, so I have a bucket with some water in it and some flour food. I'm going to show you how I wrap one of these. So I fold it offset. It's an 18 by 18 inch square of brown craft paper. Like I said, I fold it so the points are slightly offset. Above, add the flowers. I put the flowers with the point side up. And then I'm going to bring this across, and then across again to meet each other. And then I'm going to fold. And I fold it with a little bit of a pop because that was the video that I saw on how to do it, because I learned everything off of YouTube. And I need my stapler. Okay. Pull these two together. Line this up. Turn this down. Staple here. Like I said, I'm going to fold. I fold it so it kind of makes like a kite shape. And then I'm going to staple up here as well. And I can kind of play around with shape. And see the flowers down in there. So that way it has a little bit of a kite. Now, I have stickers on order, but they're not here yet. I would put a sticker over this top staple. You can fold these down and in if you really wanted to, so that they weren't blocking the view of the flowers. You can leave them how they are. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you decide your preference is. Folding the paper around the flowers takes practice, though. I will say it's not. First I was folding the paper upside down, then it was too tight, then I was knocking off flowers. So I've kind of found that you don't want it to be super loose, but you also don't want it to be super tight. Kind of makes the bouquet look a little fuller. Put that one in the water. Show you one more. Points up. Bring these two together. Staple. Fold. Like I said, you can fold these down if you want. Something like this, I don't want to block the view of all the flowers, so I'm going to fold it down. And then voila, have a nice wrapped bouquet that they can easily slide down. The flowers seed in, and it's nice because they don't get tangled in with each other like balloons don't, so they come out of the buckets a lot easier. Okay, so now I'm going to do that with the rest of the bouquets I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 bouquets that are just snapdragon bunches. I'm going to put them all together and then get a hold of the local nursing home and see if they'll take donations. Hopefully they will. Otherwise I'm going to be driving around, but finding a lot of friends to give flowers to, which either way, hopefully it'll put some smiles on some faces. I know they won't last forever because they're all pretty well at peak, but it'll be something to enjoy for a day or two, at least. If not, you'll probably get 4 days out of them. I would say 4 days. Just won't get the week that I prefer customers to get, but at least they're not getting thrown out. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Let me know in the comments what your favorite color of snapdragons is and what flowers you think I should try next.
Okay, and here is the finished product.